So we got an updated thing of the May producer letter. We got the schedule announcement as you see from Dokkan Twitter. And I have a whole bunch of tabs pulled up, so if you want to spoil yourself about some of these, I just look up there. That's all I gotta say. But as you see, schedule announcement as in the May producer letter, the roadmap for campaigns has been changed. Campaign celebrating the game release will be held twice a year. Look forward to the Global Dokkan campaign in 2025 in July. Now, again, we talked about this before in one of the May producer letter videos. I don't remember exactly when this was. This would have been probably around the start of Golden Week or a little bit before, a little bit after. I don't know. Whatever. We get to see the new unification schedule. We are fully unified, so we got this new schedule. And as you can see, the worldwide campaign and the global anniversary get combined and get changed into the global Dokkan campaign. And as you can see, the Tanabata campaign gets put into the new campaign. So it's what's likely happening here is it's not probably a new campaign. It is just Tanabata. Except obviously Tanabata is a holiday, so it's not going to be called Tanabata anymore. That's why it's new campaign. Doesn't really matter what it's called, but it's going to be the same as a Tanabata celebration. So, and then again, this is switching places with the worldwide celebration. So, basically, we're getting worldwide in July, and we're getting Tanabata in September. So, just keep that in mind from now on. So, with it now being in September, and worldwide moving up to July, I really wanted to talk about what we're going to be seeing. Now, first of all, we're going to get a new Dokkan Fest at the end of this month. And then I don't remember if we get another one, but we're only getting 2 more premium releases until we get the worldwide / global Dokkan campaign. And it being a combination of anniversary and worldwide, I'm pretty sure it's just going to be worldwide. They might have a few new things in there, which I will take, of course, but I'm pretty sure it is literally just going to be the worldwide campaign. So, worldwide is already basically a second anniversary. As you can see, the JP anniversary is the Dokkan Supreme celebration, but Global Dokkan campaign is going to be worldwide. Again, it's just probably going to be worldwide. We can expect 4 premium LRs, hopefully not 6. We don't actually know if it's going to be 6 or 4. I'm hoping 6 is, we're done with 6. Unless it's going to be Daima and all the animations are going to be high quality, I'll stick with 4. But we'll talk about that later. I'm assuming it's going to be 4. 4 new LRs in basically a worldwide campaign. I would assume we get our Memorial Stone here too as well, which would actually be a little bit, we would get a little bit less this year than normal. But next year you'd get a little bit more than normal because of how it would work. But we'll see. We might get a little bonus something here. I'm hoping we get that. But overall, I'm curious what we're going to have here, and I want to talk about it. Also looking at EZAs. EZAs are a good way to tell because they usually, I say usually, are around the theme. So, Global Dokkan campaign / worldwide download celebration is now in July. If you're curious, they say July, but Tanabata is June like 27th or 28th or something like that. Actually, we can look that up right now. When is Tanabata, right? Tanabata, right? So if we look up Tanabata, July 7th, that's when the Tanabata banners drop like the crazy 4 LRs. It's the new Tanabata LR. I don't remember if it's last year's Tanabata LR and then the 2 anniversary Dokkan Fest. That drops on July 7th, but the week before that, which would be June 31st, again around June 30th, is when the Tanabata LR usually drops. So Super Saiyan 4 Goku, last year was UI Goku. Those usually dropped around the 30th, 28th, whatever, around there. So we could be seeing worldwide come in a month. It is going to be a month no matter which way it is, but it's really the difference between a week because global anniversary starts on the 7th of July. And Tanabata's on the 7th of July, so it's likely that the Global Dokkan campaign is going to be the 7th of July, which is the global anniversary time. So, again, you got a month for that. Make sure you're saving your stones for that. I wouldn't summon on any of the stuff that's coming up in the next month, unless you really want that. So, let's get on to talk about what it could be and what's possible. I mean, anything's possible. We'll see. We'll see. It's the first Global Dokkan campaign. It's different, kind of. This is the EZA schedule that we got. Obviously, no 2023 characters have been chosen yet, and I don't expect to see any 2023 characters to be chosen. We have a few things coming up. Dokkan Fest that could get some EZAs. We have one Dokkan Fest, and again, I don't remember if there's a Part 2 LR for this Dokkan Fest or not. So, let's see. I mean, what we're talking about really is any of this stuff could come for any time, honestly. So we'll go to the Global Dokkan campaign. So my first pick in the 2025 Global Dokkan campaign draft, we got Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And this was my number one choice because this is going to be the most hype option. Personally, and I don't want to say objectively, but it's pretty objective. This is going to be the most hype option choice for this. Whether it be the adult or the child version, we need both. So, I would rather have the adult version, but again, if we get the adult version now and then the child version later, that child version is kind of pointless. So, either one, as long as we get this, I would prefer adult version. They might save this for anniversary or whatnot, but I would rather have it as soon as possible instead of waiting a whole year since the release of the show for it to come out. My number 2 pick is Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Obviously, we do have the mini version of this already. So, the adult version would be the one that I'm talking about. He still has the arms crossed front flip kick that he does in Legends. This move, that's what I would be looking forward to. Something with this in it. Obviously, the adult version, we already have the Dokkan mini version. Next, Goma. I think if we have a worldwide or global Dokkan campaign and it is Daima, Goma's coming, and that is one of the main options, and it would obviously be the third eye Goma, not this tiny one. So that is a very good possibility. And then, again, Daima, global Dokkan campaign, it should all be Daima. Ku and Do. These two could be a really cool tag unit, and I think would be, again, they are 100% worthy of a premium LR, same as all these other characters that I'm talking about. These are all characters that are worthy of premium LRs, why I'm bringing them up. And again, if we're having a Diamond celebration, we need a Ku and a Do, especially if we're getting 4 LRs. Super Saiyan 4, Goma, Ku and Do, and then either Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta or the Tamagamis now, or Tamagami, I don't know. If I had to choose 4, right? Just straight up, again, one of the Super Saiyan 4 Gokus, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, the big version, Goma, so that's 3 already. And then my 4th choice would be Ku and Do, like a tag unit. Now, for the side banner characters, we could go to Tamagami. The problem with the Tamagami is they're only on like artificial life forms, and that's it. Weird. This is for boss characters. It's very weird. They're not on demonic power, even though the Namekian made him. I don't remember his name, but Namekians are on demonic power. So I would assume they would buff that and give them more categories, as they should. They should also be on like Battle of Wits, stuff like that. This could be a good side banner unit. It could also be a good Joint Forces character, because this is going to be one of the few Joint Forces characters where all 3 characters here are going to be exactly on all of the same categories anyways. So they wouldn't be losing characters by being Joint Forces. They don't need tags. Them being a tag unit would not help their categories in any way, shape, or form. And then again, them being in the same category would give them them being a trio would keep them with the same categories they would have if they're solo. It's the same thing with the Gammas, like Gamma 1 and 2, they're on the same amount of categories. So that is my first pick. full Daima celebration, I think it's time we pull out the big boys. We get Super Saiyan 4 Goku out here. Again, if it's mini, it's mini, whatever. I prefer adult. If they're saving this for 11th anniversary, then fine. But I prefer the adult, but if they're going to bring out the mini, then this makes, I guess, the most sense because we don't have the mini version. And if we're doing it like Legends, like in Legends Retrospect or whatever, putting the mini version after the adult version doesn't make any sense because the adult version is what people are going to be hyped for. That's why I do think the adult version should be the pick here, but whatever. That's my first choice, all Daima celebration. Now, of course, the EZAs aren't going to be Daima, but it should be stuff that will help these Daima characters. So, if we go back to the EZA list, stuff like this Gohan's going to be on Demonic Power, GT Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is going to be a Super Saiyan 4, so he would work well with this guy, right? Just automatically. So stuff like that. Now, obviously, with Goma, he's probably would be some sort of demonic power leader. They can give him a new category. If we look at anything in demonic power, pretty much anything here that is available to EZA could EZA. Again, this is for strictly demonic power. So this guy's coming up on an EZA. He's demonic power. He could EZA. As long as he works with the Goma, that is the key. I don't know if I can find any more. Are there any more characters here that are on EZA or Super EZA? I guess Tech Piccolo, these guys could. They're right here. Tech Piccolo could EZA. Ultimate Gohan's, like, Beast Gohan is demonic power. We're talking. Now, obviously, this beast isn't going to EZA. These guys are demonic power, but I think this is a 2023 character, if I'm not mistaken. So that would be pretty early for them, but any demonic power category, plus any other categories that he would be on, we actually don't know exactly. Giant form, anything like that, those could all get EZAs. The next choice we have is Namek ROF. We're talking Super Saiyan Goku from the Namek. He needs a transformed into Super Saiyan OST, voiced active. He needs it all. We already have the U-Fool, so we don't really need a new one. Although if we get one with the KO screen, that would be cool. Just a little bit updated version of that. I think that would be sick. We definitely need something like this again. This deserves a voice OST premium LR for sure. One that's very surprising is this guy doesn't have a singular premium unit. Straight up. If we go back to Dokkan Info, I should have never closed this out, and we go over to the categories. I meant categories, I didn't mean to click links, and we go on Wicked Bloodline. He doesn't have a single final form. Like, this doesn't count. I'm not talking about Angel Frieza from the TOP. I'm talking about final form Frieza from Namek. He doesn't have. This guy would have a ton of animations, by the way. We only have the full power one. Other than that, there's no premium final form Frieza from Namek. He is 100%, 1,000,000% deserving of a premium LR or Dokkan Fest LR. It would be Carnival or Dokkan Fest, either one. Very deserving. And I'm on the wrong one. It's this one. But that brings up my next one again. I said a Namek ROF would be Golden Frieza, final form into Golden, or just straight Golden. Either one doesn't really matter to me. I'm not the biggest fan of ROF, so I would only be running for this so we could get Namek first. Because we don't really need a Namek celebration. Now, if we look at the EZAs, I mean, it doesn't really need to be Namek that EZAs. This guy could just EZA because he's a Frieza. They could EZA. Obviously, if we got this kind of celebration, the ROF Blues would EZA, Golden Frieza would EZA. So there are good EZAs lined up. And then the Namek part, we could get Final Form Cooler, we could get Bird, we could get Metal Cooler, we could get the AGL Blue, or the AGL Super Saiyans, Bardock. Like, there's a lot of characters that are available for a Namek / ROF EZA, and they're all lined up to get EZAs soon. So why not? Even if they wanted to just throw in, I would say Trunks, no, not really, but if they wanted to, I could see it, right? Like, I could see it. He defeated Frieza at one point. So there's a lot of options, and then of course this goes into a RO of Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta. This would be a tag character. Obviously they wouldn't fuse into anything, but a tag Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta from ROF. If we do get this, if we get Namek and ROF, these would be my 100% de facto choices. I don't think there are any other better choices for this celebration. Super Saiyan Goku transformation into Super Saiyan 4 or Super Saiyan Goku, which would be I would ideally like a Kaioken times 20 attack in there. He could even just be Goku Kaioken times 20 into Super Saiyan. Final form into full power if you want. He doesn't have a transforming character from Final Form into full power. That's a premium LR with good animations and a voice OST. ROF Frieza, again, Final Form into Golden or just Golden. Either one's fine with me. And then a ROF Blue Goku, Blue Vegeta tag unit, like the exchange unit, but just a tag unit instead. So it has all their categories. I think these are the best choices for Global Dokkan campaign. Obviously, Saiyan Saga into Namek would also be awesome for me. We could get these guys, we could get these guys, we get Raditz, you can get, if it's that into Namek, we could get Ginyu. I forgot about him for Namek EZA, that could just be him as well. We have Cooler, Birdcoo, these guys all again. So there's a lot of good choices here. I think those are the most likely. We could, I mean, I don't really see us getting a future slash Trunks Global Dokkan campaign, but I guess it's possible because we're definitely gonna. These guys all need the EZA, so I guess based off the EZAs, we could get a Trunks. We get the 17 and 18, and then the future Gohan. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, drop a sub to the channel, and with that, I'm out.